so Coach K was the last to kind of like conform to this whole one and done type thing, right? Based on, you can hear the stories from Kev about it, but
Hmm.
he brought in Jaleel Okafor, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, either they went to the national championship game or they won a national championship. My memory's a little hazy, but um, it paid off.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what we're starting to see is some of these mid-major programs, some of these smaller schools. Now they're the one. Was that correct?
Yes, they did. They did win in 2014, 2015. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you,
So
Kevin Fitzpatrick. Always in
so
time.
so what we're starting to see though with the one and dones is that these smaller programs, these mid majors, where a kid may not, if you're a one and done kid, you're not going to go to these smaller schools. They're getting a chance to really build their programs, and it's starting to be similar to um, these European teams where the NBA sends their USA basketball team out there, and it's just a bunch of star talent collected together. And these European teams, or these international teams, they have
Been
teams that
playing
have
together
gelled
for a while.
together because they've
Yeah.
been playing together for a while,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
it looks better, and they're starting to catch up to the USA because, yeah, you guys have the more talented players, but we have cohesion. We have a little bit of synergy because we've been playing together for so long, and that's what it's starting to look like in college basketball. I think. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say something that I've been talking to Kevin about in terms of all of this, which is the idea that the kids, the players themselves, have their minds attached to this idea of I have to go to a blue blood or I have to go to this institution because this is where you know this is the path to the NBA, right?
That and the NIL
Or
package,
or the
it
NIL, right?
looks so much sweeter.
But and we had talked about this a long time ago when we were just doing audio when we first started the podcast, and we were talking about if the top tier athletes decided we're going to go here, we're all going to get together and go play here, right? They would change the game. They would then have an effect on where the NIL and stuff like that goes instead of just allowing the schools to still control what's going on, because now they're putting it in the hands of, Kevin, you said they have these collectives now, but
Yes.
it's going to a process where the actual school itself is administering the NIL, right? They're making the payments to the kids through the actual
Mhm.
school. So it's going to be the same thing where it's the large institutions are the ones who, they have the money and all of that stuff, but it's like, hey kids, you guys are the show. You guys really can control the scene. So if you wanted to go to, you know, Alabama State, let's just say, Bong, you said a minute ago you were talking about a HBCU. Hey, KP, you went to Alabama State.
I did.
They made it to the tourney. They're in the first four. But let's say, all these top five, players, these five stars said, man, hey, let's go to Alabama State, man. I mean, we know we only doing this shit for 1 year. Let's go out there and just, let's go rock out. Have all the people follow us, endorsements, change the game, and do what we can do. See if we could change, make history there. Like, but kids aren't thinking like that, and they probably
Revolutionize,
never will.
revolutionize the game.
That
And no, no,
that
no.
that happened this year. It wasn't an HBCU, but it was a school that hasn't been competitive in like the last 5 years, maybe longer than that. Rutgers with Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper.
Yeah, but they didn't.
No,
You know,
but I mean, but they, those were the highest two recruits the school has ever got.
yeah,
They
that's two of them though. I'm saying if they collectively have this mindset, like what, we don't have to go there, and you had Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper, who let's name some other top kids who came in this year.
VJ Edgecombe,
Yeah, let's say they all are
Black.
like Cooper Flag. Well, Cooper Flag probably ain't gonna go to Alabama State, so you know.
Hey man, he
But
get minority scholarship,
yeah,
baby. Come on, man.
but you know what I'm saying though. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying, like
yeah.
that. But will that ever happen? Probably. I mean, and this is something we've been talking about for years.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
I think the closest thing we saw thus far was McCord Maker. Maker was a 5-star. He chose to go to Howard, and I don't even know where he's playing anymore. I think he's in Australia. He never
Yeah,
made it to the league.
I remember
Just
that.